Your game 314. You dig what I'm saying? My niggas KG, my nigga Vito in the building. Goddamn me.
Chargers that game is a fucking classic. I'm done with it. Bro.
Said and done. When it was all said and done, I felt what Gucci said. He's like, nigga, that was 05. I'm still mad.
Thank you. What today?
It don't matter.
We don't support black business. We do business with black business. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Still trying to paper.
To ask you why I don't get high, because bitch, I make 50 off of 3.5, and that's what's up.
And you know what else is what's up? Another live episode of Spit Your Game, Talk Your Shit with your co-host Vinny Vito in the building. Half of that dynamic duo, joined by no other.
Chef AG, man. St. Louis versus everybody.
Damn, man. St. Louis versus everybody. We got smoke like that.
Yeah, St. Louis versus everybody, man. Red Hot Ribbons, the merch. St. Louis versus everybody, baby.
Ooh. But you know what, St. Louis, man, we done paid dues, and I really think that we do got that worldwide respect. People understand.
Oh, yeah.
They understand. We got a lot of people that's gonna stand on business. Shout out to St. Louis, man. You know, there's only one St. Louis out here, man.
Yes,
That's a fact, man. But man, we are back, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We going live tonight. We did a few episodes where we didn't go live, but we like, yo, fuck it, you know. Almost end of the week. Let's go live, see if we can pick up some viewers on here. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that's just joining in, make sure y'all catch our episodes or any new episodes and content on Spit Your Game 314 on your YouTube channel. It costs you nothing to like, share, you know, just support. You know what I'm saying? Just a little finger swipe to get it right. Yeah. And fuck it, while we at it, man, shout out, you know, listen, man. You know, it's been a minute, man. But shout out to our sponsors too, man. Let me shout out my boy, man. Let me shout out my man Chef Gun. You know what I'm saying? With that Ron Black Fried Rice, man. We got to get you back on another episode, brother. Definitely, you've been missed on the platform, so we got to get you back. But, you know, also shout out to the TikTok family, man. Shout out to the Instagram family, the Twitter family. We making moves everywhere. So now that that's out the way,
yes, sir.
Motherfucking episode started. So, brother, where are we going with this tonight, man?
I'm gonna start it off. As I said, St. Louis versus everybody. We'll start it off with the home team type shit. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna go straight to the source, to the soil.
All right. Let me see if my internet will let me be great. Let's see.
Deserve respect.
Yeah,
Is in Atlanta, right? Yes. But no matter where I'm at, man, I still represent the STLO, you and I, S-Jess, deserve respect, looking for me on the fucking internet.
Hold up. I got people out here. He went in on this little, like a little freestyle before what the hook gonna be. Come on, internet. See if this will work.
Grip to let her slip. I'm so St. Louis. Ask my tattooers. I was like the water boy. Now they saying
You can do
one
it.
of the best in the Louis. Sip Louis, smoke Louis, dressed in Louis. Home or back porches. Chucks and Air Forces. Old school Parsley. Trailblazing like Portland. The girls are the best like Travis with fat asses. Call them gimme girls. They always tell me I can have it. All got habits. Marijuana to static.
So what we had going on there, I definitely saw Murph Dirty, St. Louis representative, St. Louis pioneer, legend.
That was Murphy Lee's Cadillac Chronicles. That was his Cadillac Chronicles. You know, when we played last week or last episode, we played the Isleys when they was downtown St. Louis. Singing,
okay, so that's the St. Louis thing.
That was his. Yeah, that was his thing of the Cadillac Chronicles. They got him to spit a few songs on that.
Because you know what? I had seen Ron Isley doing some shit like that, like in Atlanta too. So I didn't know they just went from city to city. But you talking about this particular one that's based in St. Louis, so they're gonna have a lot of St. Louis people on there.
Yeah, but they was in that video, the one that wouldn't really play for real. I'm trying one more time, but he's like, we in Atlanta, right? So I don't know if it's an Atlanta-based company or kind of a content creator, but I know they was also at the BET Awards too.
Okay. All right, that's what's up, man.
I travel with the thing, you know what I'm saying? Get the Cadillac on the road and go city to city and do that shit. Because CeeLo Green been in it. There's been a lot of notable artists that's been in the Cadillac Chronicles edition.
Yeah, I think it's a fire ass concept. You know what I'm saying? It's something different, and with the, you know, the ability to catch all type of camera angles with GoPros, it allow you to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying, in the car. So yeah, definitely, man. I like how people being creative, putting something that we've seen before just in a new form. We've seen people do live performances, but hey, we ain't never seen them really in a moving car doing it. You know what I'm saying? In a drop top at that. You feel me? So yeah, definitely dope, man. Yeah. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to Murph Dirty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna do one of those situations, he had to do the iconic verse that was on the Welcome to Atlanta remix. You know, that's an iconic verse. You know, at least for St. Louisans. You know, I'm not gonna put it, but you know, that verse right there was super dope, and I'm pretty sure everybody else respected that verse, if anything. You know.
I'm gonna try this one more time because I wanted really to play this freestyle.
It's all good. If it, you know, I mean, all right, go ahead, try it again, man. But if not, we're gonna just keep it moving.
Yes, but no matter where I'm at, man, I still represent the STLO.
Well, you said no matter where I'm at, so you might not be in the
deserve respect. Looking for me, better look on the motherfucking internet, because you ain't never met a nigga like Murph before. Cooler than a motherfucking anger flow. All you need is a Murphy Lee antidote, cause I'm a St. Louis motherfucking animal. See, if people want to be just like me, I'm in most of y'all homes like MTV, and I got that money you can BET. Ain't there not a nigga like M. Lee and so shit, not so St. Louis. Whole I hate a y'all can do it.
Be great, but yeah, they was an A when he did this though.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell where he was like no matter where I'm at. Well, it's all good, man. You know, people understand, you know, especially y'all St. Louis people. They know how iconic it is. And y'all can check it out for yourself. Cadillac Chronicles. Some little issues right here. All right. But yeah, y'all can make sure y'all check that out. Cadillac Chronicles, man. And y'all can see the full video. We're having some technical difficulties. Even me, I'm having some crazy shit going on right now. Straight up. But you know what? Fuck it, man. You know, you was talking about the A, and there is something I wanna go ahead and share with the people, man, from somebody that's from the A. And I gotta say, this nigga did his thing, man. And actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and say who it is. I wanted to show you a clip, and you might have heard this song before, you know what I'm saying? But let me see if I can find that, man. Okay.
While you doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and bring to the people Young Trey and I Sway in this.
I got you right here, man. Yeah, man. Bring in my peoples, man. I told them to pull on up.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
I had you on mute. My bad. What's going
on?
There you go.
I mean, what's really real? What's really real?
What's good, man? What's good? And I'm glad you on, because this is right on time, man. Go ahead and load up this clip, because not only is this a CeeLo clip, but my man is joined by somebody from that Texas state as well. So we about to get into this, man. This is I'm pretty sure I'm late, and for some reason I can't really zoom it in as much as I want to. Hold on, man. Y'all can't hear that, right?
Nah, we can't hear it.
Damn. You got issues. I got issues. This is crazy.
The internet won't.
So we gonna come right back. We gonna come right back to that, y'all. Y'all go ahead, man. But what's going on, Trey, man? Because you know, you was just down in the loop, big dog. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely want you to come on and share some of your experiences, man. What were some of the highlights, man, of your visit when you came down here, bro?
Hey, man, chat. First of all, shout out to St. Louis. They showed me a great time. You know what I'm saying? Straight out the 214, end up at the 314, and goddamn it, we let that shit go. You dig what I'm saying? We let it all on the floor. We put it all on the floor, bro. I had a great time, bro. Shout out to the good food, you know what I'm saying? You know, Northland Chop Suey? You know what I'm saying? Great Chinese food out there way. You know what I'm saying? Had some bomb ass emo. Hey, don't sleep on St. Louis food. They got some bomb ass food. That emos. What you say? KG, what you say? Piece on the cracker, man. That shit was fire. Fire. You know what I'm saying? Fried raviolis. Never had it before. Fire. You know what I'm saying? End up at a club. Shout outs to what was that? Sophie's. That shit was dope. But I like to keep it hood. Take me back to STL on the rocks. On the rocks, off the rocks. You hear me? Yeah, that bitch had me off massage. You hear me? I bought a shot, nigga gave me a half a glass. They wasn't bullshitting. You understand me? Yeah, man, it was really live outside. It was a whole bunch of sexy reds everywhere. You understand me? They didn't help. You understand me? Hey, man, say, man. I will be back. Yeah, man. Yeah, I will be back. I will be back. But it was much love, though. It was much love. Hey, y'all got a lot of gyms out there in St. Louis, bro. The world need to hear about this shit, fool. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be balling y'all St. Louis shit in. Y'all be holding shit in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop gatekeeping all that good shit. I'm talking to St. Louis. I ain't talking to just people in the chat. I'm talking everybody in St. Louis. Y'all stop gatekeeping all that good shit out there in St. Louis, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Emo should be around the world. Emo should be around the world.
The world ain't ready for emos, man. The world just ain't ready for it. That's all it is.
No bullshit. No bullshit. What was it? Sophie's goddamn. Oh, yo. If you in St. Louis and you don't want to go to the strip club and you want some strip club wings, go to Sophie's and be in that thing. You dig what I'm saying?
Not Sophie's. You talking about STL still on the rocks.
Okay.
That's who got the wings.
And the wings had me off my socks. You hear me? Yeah, man. You understand me? Yeah, man. Good vibes. It was all the way live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my V-neckers. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my V-neckers out there in St. Louis.
Come on.
That was my inside joke, man, but it was much love, though. Everybody showed me love. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this nigga hating on the V-necks, man. This motherfucker say a nigga can't go out there with a crispy V-neck on, man.
Niggas stop me at my
trip. Are you buying this, KG? Is this really what society is at? A nigga can't go out there with a crispy V-neck on and still get his Mac on? What say ye, dog? Let's really dig into this.
Hey, man. Hey, as soon as I said that, it was one nigga say, I got to be there going right now. That nigga say, I got to be there going right
yeah,
now.
It's about 80 niggas in there. Like, I don't want to listen, bro.
I had no V-neck in that.
Niggas say, what's wrong with a V-neck? I got to be there going right now. Now yours good, bro. I'm talking about the
Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all was tripping, man. You was tripping,
Hell
man.
nah.
Ain't nothing wrong with a V-neck, man. Tripping.
Hell
We had a good time, though. We had a good time. Good laughs. We had a great time. No bullshit. No bullshit. Yeah.
Man, bro, I really want to play this clip for y'all, but it's really not letting me be great right now, unfortunately. Let me see if I can. But yeah, man, other than that, man, we're going to keep it moving, man. I'm about to go ahead and put something else on so we can get to chat about some shit. It's a lot of shit going on right now in the hip-hop culture and the hip-hop community, man. So there's plenty of shit to talk about.
I was listening to y'all talk, bro. Is it safe to say that most St. Louis fuck with Murphy Lee over Nelly? Is he more of is Murphy Lee more of a
He's always in the city. He's always
more accessible. He's more accessible.
He's always in the city doing him and Keywan doing the smokes and jokes. They did something at Cookies. So they always in the community, whether they giving back or throwing events. So you always gonna see your Murphy Lee or Keywan out in the street. When Gene Deal was doing his little book speaking tour last year, and I saw Keywan in there. So that's how accessible you'll see these cats. You know what I'm saying? They always in the community. So that's why I think Murph gets the edge on that, because he's always in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when I was at on the Rocks, bro, for the first time I heard that.
No, he was at Sophie's, man.
Okay, Will's Gate. You got to tell me where I was at.
I got you. I want people to know where to go. I got, you know
what I'm saying? So I was at Sophie's, and I went up to the DJ booth. You know what I'm saying? When I go anywhere, I go straight to the DJ booth. Told him I was from Texas. Bro, he played that Murphy Lee verse on Not a Stain on Me. Whole damn club.
Hold on. Give him the context first. Hold on. Give him the context first, because first I forgot what song he was playing. Matter of fact, he was playing
B King.
No, he played B King, but he played Old Boy from the East Side. What song?
Oh, yeah, that one song. I'm from the Lou, or something like that.
No, not that one, but because it's damn, I forgot what song it was, but it was a dude from the East Side. Shout out to the East Side. But I told him then and there, I was like, watch, they about to play that Murphy Lee Not a Stain on Me. I guarantee before the night over with, they gonna play that, because they already playing the Lou classics already. Nevertheless,
before they played that, it was some song, bro. It was dudes like, all I remember is I'm from the Lou, and all you see was everybody. I'm from the Lou.
But no, that was just the DJ, hitting that Nelly record, because that's Nelly saying that. That's that. I'm from the Lou and I'm proud.
I'm from the Lou and I'm proud.
Yeah, so that's just the DJ. You just hitting that motherfucker.
Yeah, he just kept on looping.
Yeah, he just kept on hitting. Everybody hype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nigga, I thought that was a whole song by itself, nigga. I'm like,
that's all you gotta say, my nigga. And shit, and
that from the Lou.
Lo and behold, that nigga dropped that Not a Stain on Me. Not like I said, bro. When I first heard that, I thought that was a Murph song. I didn't even know anything about Big Tuck, nothing. Because when we go to the clubs, they usually just played the hook and Murphy verse. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I ain't even really, you know what I'm saying, know that was Big Tuck's song. But you saw the reaction when that motherfucking record hit, bro.
Word for word.
Everybody.
Females, even females was rapping that shit word for word.
Young, old, it didn't matter.
That's
what you call that's a smash, bro.
Yeah, I say, okay, this is one of y'all like them classic St. Louis, like you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody that was rapping that shit, you could tell, okay, they from the Lou for real. You know what I'm saying? Like they was rapping that shit verbatim. I'm looking around, it was some females behind us. I'm St. Louis rapping, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was in there, I was like, okay.
Come on, man.
Okay.
And we were just talking about Murphy Lee iconic verses. That's another Murphy Lee iconic verse. You know what I'm saying? It's probably one of my favorite Murphy Lee verses, because that nigga just went on that. He treated it like it was his own song. You know what I'm saying? The way he just killed that motherfucker, man. Shout out to Big Tuck, man. That's forever gonna be a St. Louis anthem.
And I want people from Dallas to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like we share a classic. We share a classic with a whole nother state and city.
Well, you know what, bro? The thing was, back in them days, if you didn't have a video, that was the way songs got out.
You're right.
If you had a video to it, especially if it was a remix, you know what I'm saying? But, man, listen, I just saw Juvenile. I think that was last year. He just did a video for 400 Degrees. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys is doing videos for their old shit because it's doing nothing but hyping up their streams, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So shit, Murphy Lee and Tuck need to get together and shit, put together a video. It ain't shit, put together a video.
As a motherfucker.
I think that'll still be epic.
Man, listen, do that shit, man. Around somebody's car show, you got the cars in there, just boom. You know what I mean? Classic ass fucking video, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be super dope. Straight up. Murph, if you listening, or if anybody know Murph, tell that nigga to do the video, not a stain on me. Go ahead and drive. Because I promise you, man. The song is so dope. The beat is so dope that it can still hit to these days, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people just haven't heard that. What's up?
A lot of people like Trey, he didn't even know he was on there. So imagine dropping the video. That's going to introduce it to a whole
think that'll be
wave
both
of
of their careers. I think that'll be helpful.
Both of them, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
get these niggas on some tour circuits with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? They doing all these mixtape tour circuits. All these older guys that, you know, all these, I ain't gonna say older guys, but all these veterans. You know what I'm saying? They back on the tour scene, man. So shout out to that, man. But speaking of guys on the tour scene, I definitely, man, if you don't mind, man, go ahead and load up that clip. Because we got some guys that's on the tour scene, and I already secured my ticket. I'm not bullshitting. August 18th, Clips will be in the motherfucking building, but we're waiting on the album to drop. We're talking about July 11th. I'm hoping history is made. But what I didn't know is that my man Jay-Z is on the album too, brother. Oh, yeah. So this is crazy. So these guys was able to secure a Kendrick verse, a Nas verse, a whole verse. Arguably niggas that's on the niggas top 5 list. All on one album, bro. So I mean, I think, this is gonna be epic, man.
Don't quote me on this, but I believe Pusha T got the most Jay-Z features of a 9 artist from Rockefeller.
I was about to say, yeah, because you got Miff Bleak who probably holds that title. But like you said, 9 artists
from a 9
artists,
Rockefeller artist, I believe Pusha T. He got like Drug Dealers Anonymous, what's that? The Neck and Wrist. He got quite a few, man. I want to say he had like 3 or 4.
I do, but you know what? I do want to hold off on that.
What?
Well, actually, because was Pusha T on the Click song?
No.
Okay. Because Scarface, man, Scarface did a lot of songs with Hov too, bro.
I'm sure no one has more songs. Oh, you said non-rock. Okay, non-rock.
Yeah, non-Rockefeller artists. So I'm just thinking, like, Face got a lot of tracks too.
He got about 2 or 3, right?
Probably about 4 to 5.
That's about the same.
Face on some of them earlier works too.
If you say 2 to 3, then you got to put Jeezy in that.
And also Jay-Z was on Scarface album too. You got to think about it. Jay-Z was on 2 of Scarface albums. If I can, he was on the what's the one? Last of a Dying Breed. He had a song called "Get the Fuck Out the House" or something. Had Jay-Z on there, and that's early. That's what I'm saying. They've been working together, early. So I would put maybe Scarface. I think he probably got about 4 to 5 tracks with Jay.
I think Jeezy was a cheat code because he was signed to Def Jam when Jay-Z was there.
But that's a non-rock artist, though, man. You can't keep.
I know that's still a cheat code, in my opinion. That's still a cheat code.
Well, Pusha T was a Def Jam artist too, wasn't he?
Wasn't
Pusha T on Def Jam?
I don't think he was at the same time Jay-Z was president, though. I'm saying Jeezy was there at the same time he was president.
And I wanted to say probably Young Jeezy. I was gonna say Drake. I was gonna say Drake, but they only got probably like 2 or 3.
Yeah, they only got like 2. Well,
they got Light It Up, and then that song with him, Kanye, and Drake. I forgot the name of that.
Then you got the song that DJ Paul produced. That's on the Drake album. I think I forgot what album that is. The Scorpion album, whatever. You got that track.
And how many songs does DMX have with Jay-Z?
Then you got Drake that was on Jay-Z.
Like a couple songs.
He was
they
on.
They did a couple songs
too.
coming up, but then once DMX started bubbling, they ain't really collaborate like that after that.
They do got a lot of tracks together. You think about it too.
Tracks together.
Because you got to think about it. Because listen, they at least are on 2 of Ja Rule tracks. It was Ja, DMX, and
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. They did 2 tracks together, right? So you got to think about other people, other artists' works too. They might be on together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's kind of tough with Jay, because that nigga was moving around a bit. So shit, I mean, DMX, Money Cash, Hoes.
The song you said with Ja Rule, it's Murder.
Right, it's Murder. Then they got another one too together. I forgot the name of it, dog. You gotta get him, Lil Ja Rule.
This song he got Jay-Z, DMX, and the Lots, Blackout.
Yep. Blackout. Yep. Running in place. Good in my waist. Yeah, DMX is definitely on that one. Hey, that nigga DMX killed that motherfucker. I love that song, man. But this is, I mean, that's a good topic though. I mean, it really is a thing to you really gotta dig in the crates and start looking at credits at that point. You know what I'm saying? But with Google, man, you can research that shit. How many songs that Pusha T and Jay-Z appeared on together? You know what I'm saying? It's not really that tough, but that, you know, I will put my money on. I think Scarface might be up there though.
Yeah, Pusha T. I see him a lot.
Are you looking that shit up right now?
Yeah,
they own each other shit a lot.
Drug Dealers Anonymous.
Neck and Wrist.
Yeah, Neck and Wrist.
That's all they got listed, but I know it's more.
I'm sure it is.
If I dig deep, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, Jay don't really do features like that as well, too. You got, you know.
I see a whole lot of, honestly, a whole lot of Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying, with Jay-Z features.
Right, that's another one too, because them niggas did go on the run together.
I'm seeing a whole lot of them go to.
Because I think they was on some tracks with Khaled too together.
Yeah. Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's tough. That's another one. Rick Ross, yeah. You know, and T.I. T.I. was on a few J tracks.
Yeah.
Probably not as much as Rick Ross though, but
yeah, I'm looking at Rick Ross. It's just going on. You got The Devil Is a Lie.
Devil Is a Lie. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It.
Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It. That's off the J album, Magna Carta.
You know what I mean?
What else they saying?
Freemason. You got the Freemason.
Freemason.
You know what I mean?
You got Three Kings too. I think the Dr. Dre track.
Yeah, Three Kings.
So yeah, he's doing a
lot. Then he was on God Did with
he was on God Did.
God Did.
And Wayne.
Man, Ross might just have it, man, because we ain't even done yet. Because I could have swore Jay-Z was on the Maybach Music before. Maybe not.
Nah, he went on Maybach Music.
Okay.
Nah, but he's on what's that one song with Jay-Z? I'm about to say not Mafia Music, Maybach Music. Yes, he was.
That's what I'm saying. I thought he had his own. It was just him and
Jay-Z is on Maybach Music.
I thought so, bro. But I could be wrong. But I thought they just had their own song together. It wasn't like a roster.
No, it's definitely
I think it was just him and Jay on it. But yeah, Ross might be that nigga, man. I think we just found the winner, man. Because we ain't even finished yet. Because you got to think about the songs they might have been on with Lil Wayne.
Yeah. So yeah, they got a lot.
You know
Wasn't he on Swagger Like Us too?
Not Ross though.
Oh, okay.
No, Ross.
That was T.I. and Kanye.
But yeah, that's a good number. That's a good number right there. That was like at least 4 or 5.
That was about 6 of them motherfuckers.
About 6 songs.
That's about 6 of them. That's a fact. And matter of fact, he was. Matter of fact, this is one of the wackest remixes ever. But he was on Every Day I'm Hustling remix with Rick Ross.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst. I didn't really enjoy that Jay-Z verse too much.
You did?
But he was on that earlier. Yeah. So I think Rick Ross the winner, man. What the fuck? But getting back to it, man. The clips, bro. We're gonna be looking out for this one. I didn't know Hov was gonna be on the album. I didn't know Nas was gonna be on the album. You know, the Kendrick Lamar verse leaked, and I ain't gonna lie. From what I heard, it's not like it was room-shattering bars. You know, it was definitely some bully bars, but it wasn't nothing like super crazy from what I heard so far. But I can't wait to hear the album. July 11th, bro. I'm gonna be midnight. I'm on Spotify with my headphones on because I want to beat the shit out this motherfucker.
Actually, July 10th.
I don't want to wake the neighbors, man, but I got to, man.
July 10th at midnight. Shit, 11.
Oh, man. Shout out to Northland Rice, too, man. You know, I had to get my cousin right, man. You know, we went to that Northland Rice, too, man.
Hey, so I need to ask this question because it was not just me. It was
you put that duck gravy on the rice, too.
That me and Mr. Chimes was wondering how the fuck, because that's not soy sauce. How did they get the rice so brown like that? Like, is that just brown rice?
No, soy sauce. Soy sauce, fool.
That's soy sauce, man. Just fry it up, man.
Does it taste like soy sauce in the rice at all?
That's soy sauce.
That's soy sauce, bro. Trust me. You talking to a chef right there. That's a chef right there.
Yeah,
but it's soy sauce, bro.
KG, you know how to make St. Louis fried rice?
For sure.
Okay.
No
I have to hold you up on that, man. That's a specialty right there, because not everybody in the world does that. When I got back, right, first thing I did was went to a couple of spots, a piece of spots, and asked them about fried raviolis. Never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not even on the menu.
Toasted ravioli, yes, sir.
Toasted ravioli, not on the menu. Not there. You know what I'm saying? And I was just looking at our fried rice. I'm like, yeah, that's not what I had.
That's the light skin as a motherfucker.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I need that brown.
You got to go to that St. Louis spot that's down there, man. It's probably more so.
Yeah, that's probably the only one I'm going to probably get it from, like that South St. Louis eatery spot.
Yeah, that's probably more so what you're going to get closer, you know what I mean, than your native Chinaman out there, man. I told him, like, we call it Chinaman. I don't know if anybody else call it Chinaman, but.
No, they still call it like chop suey or Chinese food out of state.
Chinese food. Yeah, he was laughing at chop suey, I guess, the niggas. But the east side, they call it the Rice House. You know, I ain't mad at that.
The Rice House.
No doubt. That's the Rice House on the east side. Shout out to the east side, man. Once again, they just celebrated their 618 day. They did. A matter of fact, I'm glad we got the Texas connection because I saw like a promo they did for their 618 day. Super dope. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, it was shot by Unique. She do great work, man. Anyway, my bad if I said your name wrong. But they did a remix to the popular song that's down in Texas, the South Side. You know, do the South Side. Yeah, where they got the East Side. You know what I'm saying? So it was pretty dope how they did it, man. They had all type of East Side figures from, you know, Olympian track runners to, you know, basketball, everybody, you know, artists. It was pretty dope how they did it. So I don't know if you've seen the video for it, man, but shout out to the East Side. They just celebrated their 618 day. It's all up.
Yeah, I saw it. That was dope.
No doubt. Pretty dope.
All right. Since we got the Texas connection, man, hopefully the internet will let me be great.
I'm gonna try to find that clip too, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Check this out.
That's all. Got them VVs for them VVs.
The city of Houston.
A song still tipping.
I'm gonna say still tipping. Still tipping. I say still tipping. Still tipping or Mo City Dawn. Mo City Dawn, of course. Mo City Dawn. Mo City Dawn for sure. Wanna be a baller by Lil Troy.
The city is known for players and pimps.
We don't care.
Let me tell you. We don't care. So for me, I gotta go little old players get chose. It's either still tipping or the international players anthem, bro. Sitting sideways.
Everybody gonna say still tipping. I say Southside. You feel me?
June 20.
Ooh, love that too. 27.
All right, so I got a question for both of y'all. Hold on. Trey, you first.
No.
What song represents Dallas?
Oh, what song represents Dallas? Oh,
yeah. I'm not gonna ask about Houston.
Oh, you can ask me about Houston too, because it's Texas. You know what I'm saying? That's my last name. Dallas is the first. Texas is the last. You dig what I'm saying? So it's always good in Texas. But if you're gonna say what song represents Dallas, it's gonna be Mr. Pookie, Crook for Life.
Nah, that's the shit. You were surprised I knew that song.
Very much.
Fuck with me.
Yeah. But we was talking about Mr. Pookie your first time you was on the episode because we brung up the marijuana song. You know, that was the first Mr. Pookie song I heard.
Right.
And that shit was monumental to me. You know, I ain't never heard a nigga flow so dope about weed before. I'm like, damn, these niggas kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that might be before Bone. I'm not sure. That might have been around the same time.
Around the same time.
That was before Bone?
No, that was after Bone.
That was after Bone?
That was after Bone, for sure.
That's probably like 98. Probably 98, probably.
Yeah, there's like Crook for Life. Yeah, you're looking at about 98, 99.
Right, 98, you know what I'm saying? You know, even though Bone was talking about weed, but the way they broke it down, because they was on some Twister type.
Now, as far as Texas is
Twister type flow, when they was breaking that shit down, it was crazy.
Nobody in Texas was rapping like that but those guys. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like Houston was, I done came down, man.
Exactly.
All that, you know what I'm saying? Drank up in my cup. Now, so we're not, you know what I'm saying? Like they was
niggas was technicians with they shit, bro. Very clean with it. The flow was undeniable, man. And matter of fact, I finally got that clip loaded up, y'all. So y'all ain't got to keep beating me up. But I want to play some shit that I just heard featuring another another Texas native, my man Zero. I want you to go ahead and load up this clip right here, because once again, these boys put some lyrical shit on display.
Talking about I ain't here. I'ma check that bitch on GP. BBs look like 3D. I'ma come get me a little high rise out the Galleria, bitch. Come see me. The only way in is a D code. Oh, bring another friend for Zero. A couple of more points for the free throw. Tell them that you're here for CeeLo. CeeLo.
How these hoes gon' say I'm not here? If you don't know, where the fuck have you been? How these hoes gon' say I'm not here?
Stop playing, man.
Yeah.
They ain't play CeeLo whole verse, though. I'm kind of mad at them.
I had a matchbox, a crack rock, made a cash knot, then I dashed out with my black Glock, and my mascot was a mascot for the cash box. Had to stand out with a matte socks from the sandbox. Was a half knot, hit the hash spot, then I passed out.
Bring them home. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Album available December. I don't know if that's old or new.
I think that came out already. I'm not sure.
It might be out already, but that's one of them tracks I slept on. That, and you know what? For some reason, I thought it was gonna play CeeLo's whole verse. That nigga CeeLo spazzed on the verse. That's why I really wanted to play that clip, because CeeLo spazzed.
That's CeeLo. He's a legend.
He's a beast, bro. Legend. And for that nigga, you know what? CeeLo's a legend, because most legends got a legendary beginning. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know that the first time that nigga ever rapped was on like Cell Therapy, dog. That's the first time he ever penned something, bro, in his life. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy to me, bro. That's your first introduction to the world and your first lyric too. That's crazy, bro. So yeah, CeeLo was one of the ones, man.
Okay, first time I heard CeeLo was People Don't Dance No More. All they do is this.
Damn, that's late.
That's their second album. That's their second album.
You ain't heard
so came out like what, 2001, 2000 or something like that. First album came out what, 95?
Yeah.
First album came out in 95.
That's so you I heard CeeLo.
I doubt that. You can't tell me you ain't hear Soul Food.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't tell me you ain't hear Soul Food.
Heard Soul Food, bro.
Especially down south, my nigga.
Cell Therapy, come on, bro.
Come and get your soul food.
I remember that song, but nah, that ain't the first
Good
song I heard.
old-fashioned soul food.
Word.
But I
Everything ain't free.
When I first heard CeeLo, he said, "Well, my name is Sugar Low, and this is her aim. Some years we've been some players. What more can I say?" That's when I heard CeeLo.
I'm surprised, bro. You were party to the party, man.
No fool was at least that was playing on the radios down south. I could definitely say I'm sure
Cell Therapy.
Cell Therapy.
Cell Therapy for sure. Come
on, man.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So you heard CeeLo then?
Yeah, Cell Therapy first did.
Okay, see.
R.I.P. Rico Wade, because he actually produced that beat, man. You know, I love when they showed how he made that track.
Because that is a Texas, legendary Texas beat by Lil Kiki peeping in my windows.
Yep. That's a fact. I was just about to say, yeah. And also Travis Scott used it too on his Astro World album.
Yeah.
You know something with 10. Yeah, something 10, 5% 10 or something like that. Yeah. So that's definitely.
Hey, since we on Texas, man, I'm gonna keep it Texas because we brought up Blind Fury last time, and he's back at it again. I'm gonna wait till Trey come back. This shit hard. Check out Blind Fury, man. Come on, internet. Let me be great. Yeah, sorry.
This is the one you float on. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Labor, the money been made. I'm smoking, eyes pulling up. Keep that codeine in my cup. Call your hoe, she wanna fuck. Put that bitch in cherry truck. Now I'm coming right on blades every day, getting paid. I ain't got to worry about the labor, the money been made.
Big thug with the drugs. I'm coming down, got the drink by the jug. They see me bowling, screams spouting, creeping, crawling down. From the north to the south side of H-Town. About wildin', I'm in that game. See the dripping chains off the frame. Y'all already know what I'm doing.
Can't really hear him when he doing Power Wild.
And you know the diamonds in the grill. Power Wild still popping seal. And you know I ain't popping pills, but I'm gripping on what the brain will. Got a lot of haters and a lot of phonies. Some homies, and they smell that cologne on me. Y'all full of that baloney. All the hoes wanna blow on me, and it sounded like a bunch of phonies. I'm Soprano, you can call me Tony. I'm Totino.
I want y'all to hear this one though. You doing Big X. Hold up.
I just fuck around with Chatty, I roll me a fatty, this shit about to make it what cost. I be buying an eighth and I smoke to the face, not only the care what it costs. I be packing the wood and I'm feeling really good and it's understood where I be at. I be repping the trap and I'm selling the meth and the crack and I'm bringing it back. They gon' cut the club, I got the jug and I'm really gonna bring the shit up. I be calling your bitch, she be sucking the dick.
Yeah, my internet won't let me be great, nigga. But that nigga sounded like Big X plug, and I was like, "What, bro?" That was
crazy. You know, that shit pretty amazing, man.
Fucking underrated, bro.
A Chameleon did that one time.
Slim Thug too. He had that Slim Thug on point.
Yeah, he did.
But you know one thing too. You know, people that's blind or lost the sense like that. You know, everything else heightens. You know what I'm saying? So he can probably pick up on people's voices and hear the inflections, you know what I'm saying, and know how to mimic that. Like Ray Charles. You know, it was crazy to me watching that Ray Charles movie. I didn't know that he was singing like women. Like, you would think it was women background singers. That was him doing women parts.
Wow.
Right. That's how much he knew how to mimic. And they were saying, like, before he got his own style, he was famous for knowing how to mimic everybody. Their playing style, their voices. So yeah, man, it's probably something to that, you know, being able to hear something and, you know, and pick up on it like that. But
yeah, that big
shout out to
my
boy, man.
What? This nigga sounds just like Big X too.
That's crazy, bro. Shout out to Blind Fury, man. He's been, man, listen, he's been in the game longer than a lot of vets. I mean, we're talking about what, at least 20 years?
Yeah.
You know,
106
Park was early 2000s, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, this dude's coming up on 2 decades of being with the culture, and he's always going viral for something, you know? So, and especially them ciphers he be in. When he in a cipher, that's when you get top-notch Blind Fury. Because steel sharp as steel. You know what I'm saying? When there's other niggas in the room about to grab that mic, he go crazy. Straight up. But you know what, man? I wanted to bring an interesting topic. And I think everybody might have an opinion on this, man. Go ahead and load up that clip. I'm just gonna play this and let them see what y'all think about this, man.
Yeah, his hype.
No.
Wait a second. Bow Wow will have fucking mothers, kids, and everything. We don't give him his props because he grew up to be a kid, and he might have had some little moments at times.
That's cool.
But Bow Wow, star.
I'm understanding what he's saying.
That's a moment.
Star.
You just said Bow Wow is a bigger star than Jay-Z.
He is. At the top, as a rap star.
Okay.
His height.
Cooking.
Bow Wow at his height.
So that's a real quick take, man. I'm sorry I can't shout out the podcast that was on, man, but I just thought it was interesting nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, cause you know what, Jay take a lot of shit. You know, I see a lot of posts talking about Jay was never the top dog. You had DMX, you had Ja Rule. You know, you had a lot of guys in this era that might have been outselling him. But how do y'all feel about that? Because you never really think about Bow Wow, but like a DMX, he was a double hitter for as he did movies and he did the damn rap. You know what I'm saying? So he was, and he probably maybe had a TV show. I don't know, but how y'all feel about that, man? You think there's some truth to that? You think Bow Wow was bigger than fucking Jay-Z? How you feel?
I don't know who's going first. I'm gonna be quiet, but I definitely got a response.
Go ahead.
Oh, if you ask me, in my personal opinion, at one point in time, yes, he was. Jay-Z wasn't always him. He had a couple of flops. You know what I'm saying? During the Dynasty era. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a top pinnacle. During the, you know what I'm saying? During the Best of Both Worlds, there wasn't top pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? Like these weren't top pinnacle. These weren't top pinnacle albums. Now
by top pinnacle, bro, because if I remember right, Best of Both Worlds went platinum without any videos. These niggas didn't even invest no money into it, and this motherfucker still went platinum, bro. So what are we talking about? It wasn't. And then you had big songs like you had some hits come off them albums. You know what I'm saying?
You had a couple of hits. You had Best.
I mean, really. Dynasty, you tripping, bro. You got I'm a Hustler, baby. What are you talking about? They got some hits on that fucking album, bro.
The Dynasty was not a great album. You need to stop that.
Man, the Dynasty album is a dope ass album, dog.
It is not.
KG, bro. We were just talking about this last week. We were just talking about iconic verses in Scarface. What song is on there? This Can't Be Life with motherfucking Benny Siegel. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, Trey, he got you on that, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and say what I'm gonna say.
You got it. Go ahead, chime in on that. Dude, finish your point, though. Finish your point.
Dude I can kind of see what he's trying to say because he wasn't mentioning the rap game. He was saying overall star. So I see some truth to that. We're being in movies and having to doing music and doing movies happenstance. So I can see that. Because Jay-Z, he was for a certain demographic. Like he said, Bow Wow, niggas, mamas, sisters, cousins, everybody was going to see that little nigga. So I can see. It wasn't maybe a long time, but I can see what he was trying to say with that. We ain't talking about rap. And that's all he was known for at the time. So you talking about movies and all the other shit that had extra levels to it.
Michael Jordan is like his godfather. It's like his goddad. It's like his godfather. Michael Jordan himself is like his godfather. I mean, like you know what I'm saying? Like the type of talking about life.
Being around Snoop at a young age of like 5 years old, being on with Jay-Z.
This is Mr. Light Mike we talking about. This is Mr. 106 in Park that we talking about. This nigga tongue kiss Tyra
Mr.
Banks.
106 in Park, I forgot about that. He had
This
that
nigga
name
kissed
because
Tyra
he had the longest streaming, longest running
my
video
nigga.
countdown. So,
Come on, this nigga kissed Tyra Banks in the mouth on national television. He is him.
Yeah,
He is him.
at one point in time, he was, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and hold it.
Come on, my nigga. He had Sierra before all of them.
Yeah, Bow Wow was that guy, bro.
Come on, my dude.
It was a short time, but bro, he was a little bit hotter than Jay-Z, bro.
Bro,
Y'all niggas done.
Y'all as a star.
That's
bro.
all I want to know. Is y'all niggas done with this?
No, we not
slander?
because and I'm gonna keep going because
Listen here, man. Jay-Z's a rapper's rapper. All this biggest. How you a bigger star than me, but you want to be like me? That's different. That don't even make sense, nigga. I'm bigger than you, but I want to be like you, man. Jay, listen, man.
No, I'm not.
Jay-Z, dog. At no point of time was Bow Wow star ever thought to be bigger than Jay-Z, bro. You know, even though Bow Wow did his thing, though, but unfortunately, Bow Wow was a kid rapper, bro. And you know, far as stars, like, come on, man, like,
bugging.
This is black, especially when Bow Wow was popping, Jay was popping. Jay was popping them years too, bro. It wasn't like Jay fell off.
But he wasn't what the Jay is. He's not the Jay that he's revered to be now.
We're talking about then, but Bow Wow's not the person he was back then as well.
No, he was bigger.
We're not talking about Bow Wow now. We're talking about his height.
That's what I'm talking about. Bow Wow's height is mixed in with Jay-Z's height too. You know what I'm saying?
No.
What year Bow Wow was popping, bro? What year Bow Wow was popping?
What year did he jump up? I was still in elementary school.
Well, like he been had songs, but I think he popped off when 106 in Park started popping. He had the longest running video on it. That's why they called him Mr. 106 in Park.
Jay-Z was bigger than 106 in Park, bro.
And his dude was all on. He was
Jay
all.
was bigger than 106 in Park,
Stop
bro.
His video.
Jay was bigger than 106 in Park.
What's that car movie that he was in?
Tokyo Drift.
He was in more than one, but
no, he's talking about Fast and Furious.
Fast and
Tokyo
Furious.
Drift.
He's a part of the Fast and Furious dynasty.
Like, bro, you tripping. Because it's not all about rap, my nigga. Like, you can be famous on rap, but the movies hit different, bro. You can talk all that shit all you want, bro.
That's why you see
no top tier
movies. That's why you see the difference. You see the difference. You see the difference.
Hey, yo.
You see the difference. You see the difference because it always been there. Jay-Z always was bossing up. So even if this nigga Bow Wow was getting this certain amount of money, he wasn't a boss, so he was just getting a percentage of it.
Bow Wow came out in 99.
You know what I'm saying? So it was different.
Bow Wow came out.
You're trying to take these different avenues, but at the end of the day,
that's what makes them big. That's what makes them bigger.
Hey, so let me ask you a question, B. So let me ask you a question. During 99, 2000, are you gonna tell me that Jay-Z was bigger than Bow Wow startup? Like,
yes.
This nigga was massive, dog. We talking about 2K. We talking
Bro,
about
what are you talking about? Jay-Z, DMX, and Ja Rule brung Def Jam back in 99 and 2000. Nigga, they was the heavy hitters, bro. Nobody tripping off no Bow Wow. You tripping? That was the dog, nigga.
Nigga, you tripping.
You tripping thinking Bow Wow was bigger than DMX, Jay-Z, and Ja Rule in 99. You're tripping, bro. You're tripping. What radio station was you listening to? Because y'all niggas is tripping, bro. I don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. Stop playing, my nigga. That's crazy. Y'all niggas 99? The best year of rap, damn near? Bow Wow was the leader? Get the fuck out of here.
You didn't say the leader of rap.
Y'all minds, dog. Seriously, bro.
That's what you heard, but I never said he was the leader of rap.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
See, that's what I'm saying. He taking this shit and spinning out how he wants to.
His
I
height
never said he was the
Jay-Z,
leader
bro,
of
at that
rap.
time.
His
So you
height
saying Bow Wow
was-
was Jay, he's the
He
leader.
happened to rap. He happened to rap and do movies and was the king of 106 in Park. So yeah, he was bigger than Jay-Z, in my opinion. What you talking about?
It ain't no way
What
in
you talking
hell,
about?
bro. Jay-Z was, listen, dog.
This nigga.
You talking about he was bigger than 106 Park? That nigga videos was on 106 Park.
Nigga was in somebody's camera,
bro. Nobody was trying to dress like Bow Wow. Nobody. I mean, he was.
He was appealing to a different brand, bro. A different.
Bro, yes, they were. Hold on, KG. Hold on, KG. You outside your mind. Niggas think they weren't trying to get Bow Wow braids and shit like that. Like, stop playing. Stop.
You're talking about one section. Jay, listen, dog. Jay was influencing older people, young people, and kids, nigga, at the same time. Nigga, y'all want to saw the Hard Knock Life video? All the kids out there with the rock and roll. Stop playing, man. Y'all niggas is y'all.
He just happened to have kids in the video, nigga. He wasn't influencing no damn kids.
Listen,
and then he was pushing them for his brand too, nigga.
You can maybe pick some other years out, but if you gonna sit here and stand on business on 99 and 2000, y'all niggas.
No, nigga, you was.
I don't want to say that Jay-Z had to break out.
Bro, you was tripping, bro.
I want to say Rockefeller had an all-out breakout. I'm not gonna give it to Jay-Z. I'm gonna give it the whole-out Rockefeller. Dame Dash put a lot of
all-out Rockefeller. It was just Jay-Z at that time. Nobody else was dropping solo projects like that.
I'm looking.
It was just Jay. He was the anchor at that point.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So come on, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing, bro. 99, 2000. That was the year of Def Jam, nigga. If you ain't on Def Jam, you definitely wasn't the biggest in rap. I don't know. And I mean, and to say he was bigger than DMX? Come on, man. Stop playing.
Nobody said that about DMX.
Nobody said that. He was all this extra baggage, bro. We taking a flight. You bringing all this extra baggage, bro. We only talking about two people.
So you talking about just, I bet. Well, even with Jay-Z. Keep it with Jay-Z, dog. Bow Wow was not a bigger star than Jay-Z.
Yes, you
that's
bugging.
Crazy, dog.
You are bugging, bro.
That is crazy, bro. Y'all bugging. Y'all bugging.
It was on TV more than Jay-Z was being heard in music, nigga.
I mean, I get where you coming from because he was building his momentum. I did the look and I just did my homework. So boom. I can see where you saying because Jay in '98, Jay had dropped a classic album, Hard Knock Life, and then right there in December the 28th, 1999, he dropped Life of Sean Carter. Now that wasn't my personal all-time favorite, but I can see where the momentum.
And guess what he did in between that? Guess what he did in between that? Nigga did the Hard Knock Life tour, one of the biggest grossing tours at that time. Bow Wow was not grossing that money on his tours, nigga. What the fuck y'all talking about?
When Bow Wow came, bro, my nigga, when Bow Wow came out,
come on, man.
Hey, it's more kids in the world.
This is foolish, my nigga. This is foolish, bro. This is foolish. This is foolish. I can maybe see, like, if you're talking about the Bow Wow albums with Let Me Hold You Down, like some of his biggest hits, because his biggest hits came after. His biggest hits came back when he linked back up with Jermaine Dupri and had them songs with Sierra. Those are his biggest hits. So I can see maybe that era, but 99, 2000.
That's still the same era,
fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, Bounce For Me.
That's a rap.
Puppy Love. I mean, talking about some hits. Puppy Love, you know what I'm saying? I Want to Thank You. I mean, like, it was going about, he was.
Oh, man, that's cute,
all
man.
the kids.
Oh, man.
All the kids on lock. You talking to what year did you graduate again?
I graduated in 99, so I'm very coherent of that year, bro.
So
I understand what was popping and what the impact of music was.
So hear this. You was graduating from high school in 1999. I was in the 5th grade in 1999, so I was one of those kids. You dig what I'm saying? I'm telling you that Jay-Z's wasn't bigger than Bow Wow. That all the kids fucked with Bow Wow. It was if you had a big cousin like you or a big brother like that, you probably were on Jay-Z and shit. You didn't understand it, but you definitely liked the music. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get understanding the concept until you got older. But Bow Wow, you was a kid. You wanted to do kid things. He was the coolest kid in the world. Nigga, I wanted the iced out Mickey Mouse chain. What the fuck is we talking about? I wanted the Bow Wow braids. Nigga, Jay-Z made me later on in the 2000, 2001. That's when I wanted to wear Rockaware and shit like that because that was the biggest thing going on. The old boys, all that. Big Pimpin' was not the age, was not the era of Rockaware and Rockefeller. That was the age of Jay-Z. And let's be honest, if it wasn't for a couple of features on Jay-Z, I don't know. Where would Jay-Z be without Big Pimpin'? That's a good question. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Without Big Pimpin'? That's an even better question. What would UGK be without Big Pimpin'? What are we talking about?
Are you serious?
Most people benefited from it. Jay was gonna be Jay regardless. Listen, dog, but even before Big Pimpin' came out, bro, Jay was already solidified on where he was at, bro. Before Big Pimpin' came out.
Money in the Thing was a cool radio hit, but it wasn't to the capacity of Big Pimpin' and so on and so on. He always, you know what I'm saying, like he doesn't have it. Jay-Z stardom. If you look at Money Ain't a Thing, so that was top flight right there. That was how
money was. I don't know why you discount Money Was a Thing like it wasn't a huge hit. So I'm trying to understand what you're talking about. Money Was a Thing was a huge hit, my nigga. So I don't know. I don't understand. You got to pick another song. Like you just saying it so.
I'm saying
nonchalant. Like yeah, Money Ain't a Thing. No, Money Ain't a Thing. Was I didn't even like the song personally. I didn't even like the song, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't even like the song, but it was a big hit every time I turned on the fucking radio. That shit was on. So
right,
yeah, Money Ain't a Thing was a
what I'm
huge
saying.
hit,
But do you hear what I'm saying? Like when you talk, okay, so at those times you're looking at the 90s. So you know what I'm saying? They went off of single sales and record sales. And if you want to be totally honest with, if I look it up right
That's
now,
not
I'm pretty
what the
sure
90s went off of, dog. That's what
no,
I'm saying.
it had to be.
Listen,
Single
bro.
sales.
Hip hop was not. Listen, hip hop was not just predicated based on record sales at that time. It was who the artist was, who was putting out the best music. That determined who was the nigga, the king of the streets, right? Now you talking about commercial? Okay, yeah, okay. Commercial is a different thing, but when we're talking about who was the biggest star in rap, especially by your peers, my nigga, it's a different game, bro. Like, and Jay was already solidified. I mean,
all that praise didn't come until afterwards. It wasn't in real time.
I mean, all the praise you talking about worldwide praise, but I'm talking about he was already solidified on the East Coast. He was already solidified. You know what I'm saying? He was solidified.
But the world embraced Bow Wow. That's what makes him bigger. The world embraced Bow Wow. Jay-Z was still coming off that Tupac Biggie beat. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like, you know what I'm saying? Because people were still talking about that. So it took him a little minute to be worldly famous as the way the world took in.
And he did that when he dropped the Hard Knock Life tour, bro. That was life changing. When he dropped that Hard Knock Life album, everything went out the window. It was out the door after that, bro. You had like that was just a small moment in hip hop. Like you said, he came off the Biggie and Tupac beat. That was the shit that was revitalizing the motherfucking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? People stopped thinking about that shit and actually started wanting to party again, look fresh, go to the club. It was a whole movement behind that Hard Knock Life shit. That's why the tour was bananas, bro. The tour was another whole hip hop moment in itself.
Man, I get it, bro. They had.
That's what I'm saying. But you can't discount that just because you don't remember how big that was. I'm trying to tell you that was a big moment, bro. And that solidified, like you talking about worldwide. Jay was solidified worldwide after that Hard Knock Life album. Because you got to think about it. That nigga might have sold 2 or 3 million here in U.S., but how many did he sell overseas? They never really count those sales. It's always just U.S. sales. But he was impacting the whole world, bro. Come on, man. Straight up.
Meanwhile, you had this little boy.
Man, but I definitely don't remember because at that time, not at that time.
I'm just saying, meanwhile, you just had this little boy taking over the world. Just taking over. I'm just saying this one little boy in 1999 from Columbus, Ohio, was like the biggest thing, you know what I'm saying, was a big phenomenon since, and you know, Americans love phenomenons. Americans love phenomenons. We love hits. And this little boy was sellable.
And see, once again, y'all keep saying he was the biggest in the world. So that means you say he was bigger than DMX too. That's what I'm saying. I think y'all just a little delusional a little bit, man. Because
We
99,
away from what the dude said,
nobody
bro.
else did. That nigga dropped 2
I'm
motherfucking
not
multi-platinum
away
albums
from
in the
what
same
he
year, bro.
you
Bow
trying to
Wow
do.
wasn't doing that. So hell no, Bow Wow wasn't the biggest in the world. You better keep it to Bow Wow to Jay-Z, but don't say he was the biggest in the world. He wasn't.
No, I'm saying
he wasn't bigger than the dog, bro. He wasn't bigger than the dog, bro. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Where
he
did
wasn't
this
bigger than
come
the
from,
dog.
bro?
So we ain't about to take that. He wasn't bigger than
This
Jay-Z,
nigga here.
too, man. But you know what I'm saying? But I digress, dog. Y'all niggas is y'all is philanderous. Slanderous shit over here, man. I can't believe I'm here. I'm glad I got these takes, man. That's why I wanted to bring it to the panel, because I knew it was gonna be some niggas that I was gonna be like, yeah, that's true. But I will say I got valid points, but at no point in history did nobody I knew thought. We knew Bow was he was a big star, but as far as the biggest star than Jay, I don't think nobody even thought about it like that.
You bugging.
I think everybody put Bow in his proper place, and that's just what it was. But shout out to Bow. I do give him his props though.
Bro, this was funny.
You bugging. This nigga bugging, smoking rocks.
Because I know how adamant he is about Jay-Z, bro.
I see, bro.
It ain't those years.
He's not leaving that seat at all. But next subject, bro, because we can keep going. No. We finna change.
I'm just saying those years you picked though, 99 and 2000 was just crazy to me. When you said that, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But go ahead, proceed.
I want to ask y'all a question before y'all go to y'all subjects. I can't share the screen, you know what I'm saying? That's because it's not my poll. But so Mexican OT put out a statement in an interview saying that basically, if he was to use the word nigga, what a nigga gonna do about it? Sauce Walker had some response saying, nigga, you was around nothing but women, black women at that. And if it was niggas around, we don't think you would have made that statement. Can a Mexican or Hispanic or anybody from Latino descent, is it okay for them to use the N-word?
I don't know. You gotta ask Fat Joe that. He just said that shit on this last CD.
Man,
he say nigga, but the nigga not black though. So I don't know, bro.
I don't know, man. It's always been a hot topic issue, bro. Who can use it? I mean, me for real. Coming up, it was just for real. It was just if you wasn't black, you couldn't say it. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, it was more so a black-white issue. You know, Hispanics really didn't come to play as far as them being able to use it. Because really in St. Louis, there wasn't no Hispanic population, so we didn't really have to go through that. But,
okay.
But I mean, I can be, you know, realistic about it too. Some people did grow up in that black experience, you know what I'm saying? And I think we mostly feel like if you're saying that word and you're not black, you might be saying it as far as a racist way. So, right. But some people that's the way they grew up. That's how they talk. So it's not really to be racist. You feel me? But it just looks strange when somebody, I don't know. So niggas got passes. I think there's exceptions to the rules. And I don't think it's cool, but I think there's exceptions to the rules. So. I do think so. Just to be realistic. You know what I'm saying? But no, it ain't cool. You know, black people everybody want to take our sauce, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is.
I know back in the 90s or early 2000s, a black person would want to got inside your mouth behind saying the N-word. I'm be honest with you. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to all our solid brothers, all our real men that's really holding down the male culture and the black culture. But, man, be honest with you, bro. The black man has got saturated, bro. We just got watered down, bro. We done gave passes on passes on passes. I remember I had a teacher that gave me so many passes, I just stopped coming to class. I knew I was keeping the pass. The pass was that shit I can do whatever I want. And we giving two motherfuckers too many passes, bro. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the solid black man that they used to get in your face? It used to be like once upon a time a black man to get on your ass just for say, my nigga, I ain't your nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A Hispanic can't come across me, and I'm in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And shit, sign me up for ISIS. You know what I'm saying? I'll be an ICE agent around this motherfucker. They got to go. You know what I'm saying? You give them too much leeway. You know what I'm saying? You give them too much leeway. You know what I'm saying? And then they think they own the freeway. Here you talking about.
No, listen, I definitely feel that, bro. And listen, I haven't had any Hispanics say the word around me, and I lived in Chicago, and I have many.
See it in Spanish though.
Huh?
Was it Pinche Miate? I think Miate means nigga. So if you hear that, they don't say it around you. You just probably never know. You know
No. I mean,
I'm not saying it like that. No, I'm not saying it like that.
Because I already knew what Miate meant. Because I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Blood In, Blood Out. That's what taught me what a Miate was. To be honest, that was early '90s before I moved to Chicago. But no, just on some real shit. Like nobody, and we all listen to hip hop together and all that shit. But nobody was saying nigga around me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just respectful shit, bro. Like I say, but I do say there's some exceptions. Not that I'm giving exceptions, but you do got people like Fat Joe and Big Punisher that was saying nigga. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, and we still hold Big Punisher in high esteem. We ain't never called him no racist or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think there is exceptions to the rule, bro. Now when it comes to white people, I don't see no exceptions in my life. In my eyes, if I see niggas like Riff Raff calling people niggas, I'm gonna have a problem with it.
Your boy from ATL said.
Who's
Belly
that?
Gang?
He's black.
I'm not really hip to Belly Gang, but I did hear about how he saying something that it's cool to say. Like listen,
his dad is black.
His dad black.
Kind of like Logic.
Yeah, his dad is black. His mom is white. That's it.
Oh, you can say it then.
That's kind of like Logic then.
Yeah, I mean, that's simple right there. Yeah, you can be like a Logic. You know what I'm saying? You just come out looking on a little bit on the whiter side.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can say it, bro. That's just like when Kendrick Lamar was, saying the nonsense about Drake can't say the word nigga. I'm like, come on, man. This nigga's his dad black and his dad from Memphis. That nigga done heard nigga around his house plenty of times. He can say the word nigga. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, bro. Yeah, as long as you got some black.
We don't want to hear you say nigga no more.
Immediate family.
Crazy.
We don't want to hear you say nigga no more. All right, I'm about to change it up, man. Let's go here, man. Let's just start some real bullshit. Let's go. The best rapper on No Limit was
Mac.
Good choice. Not mad at you.
To me, man, the best rapper No Limit is Mystical, man. I ain't even gonna cap you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Mystical is the best rapper on No Limit, bro. Yeah.
Mystical? That's not a bad choice.
Because Mystical was a fire-ass rapper before he even joined up with the Tank. And that's when Mystical used to flow super fast back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When he was with the what was that shit? What was that clique? He was the Boot Camp clique.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Fiend was
Mystical
in that.
was fire.
I'm gonna go with the Underdog. She was killing shit. I'm going with Mia X.
That's my partner, Mama. Shout out to her.
Oh yeah, I'm going with Mia X, man. She was the Mama Mia.
Oh yeah, Mama Mia definitely.
Nobody wasn't no male in that camp fucking her. I'm sorry, nobody.
No,
I mean, it might go.
Even Mystical. So
What'd you say?
I just said nobody in that No Limit camp was fucking her. Even Mystical.
Hey, y'all, you breaking up, bro.
That's my point too.
Far as female MCs, she didn't get her proper cut though around the female MCs. I don't really think they gave her proper.
Cause she was laying the groundwork. Her, Gangsta Boo, they was the first females that they clicked. Lil Chat, she was the second, but still she was in that clique. But
right.
It wasn't that many, bro. Like, she was holding down with like niggas, like a Wu-Tang of the South. Like, nah, bro, I'm not letting that.
And you know what? We talked about it, some episodes back, how she was the inspiration behind Lil Kim,
Yeah, you said when she had,
I gotta make me a female rapper like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So she played a big part. You know what I mean? Big part in the female rap culture, man. She's still not the best to me, but to me, she was the most poetic out of all the rappers. Because if you really listen to her lyrics, man, it's really like she writing a diary, you know what I'm saying, on a lot of them songs, bro. You know what I'm saying? But this is my opinion, man. But I gotta give it a Mystical. I don't know. I mean, you got Mac.
Go ahead.
And then you got Fiend too. You can't forget about Fiend too, you know.
I was gonna say, if you had a top three, what would it be? You said Mystical, he said Mac. So who would your other two be?
I mean, shit, Mystical Mac is it's interchangeable. It's either gonna be Mystical Mac or Fiend, or Mystical Mac or Me X. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just how it's going, you know.
Well, I would say my top three of No Limit would be we talking about straight lyrics, right? You know what I'm saying? So it'd be Mac, Mystical, and I'm gonna say see names that y'all probably wouldn't heard understand of No Limit. Niggas like Big Ed the Assassin.
He was cool.
Get the fuck out of here. Really,
man,
nigga?
He was cool. He wasn't like no standout, nigga.
Nah, come on, man. You gotta be trolling.
Fuck out of here, bro. I call cap on that, nigga. You don't even listen to that nigga shit. You can't even name one of his songs right now, nigga. Stop it.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Nah.
Fucking Big Ed, nigga. You might go say Skullduggery, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Oh man, I remember he had Vinny had that CD. We was at my grandma's house. He had that
Skullduggery. Facts. I bought, listen, I bought anything with a No Limit. You know, No Limit was so dope in their marketing. Even if you ain't like the album, you wanted to get the album so you can see what was coming out. Just so you can go on the inside cover and see what was coming out. You know, they was a genius at marketing, bro. Straight up.
There was no CDs, bro. They was the only ones with those type of CD cases.
Man.
Right. They used the Pixel. Forgot Pen and Pixel.
And like the 3D. Cause I remember, you know what I'm saying, the last done, Master P hand was moving.
Yeah. Well, that was just that one, but it was like the lightweight jewel case though. Like, and then how they every one was a different color, like
what they call that? Holographic. Holographic.
Yeah. On that last Don. That last Don, you know, that's when, you know, to show that you was a big dog. If you was a big dog, you had a double CD. You know what I'm saying? Only the big dogs had double CDs. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was Master P's first double CD. No, well, that True was a double disc too.
But that wasn't all him though.
That wasn't all him though. But yeah, that was his solo first double album. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Oh yeah, you had them double CDs. You was the man or the woman.
And then Ball, he the first nigga I ever saw with a triple CD. That was a deluxe. That was a limited edition though. It was limited, but a triple CD, bro. That was crazy.
My top three would be Mia X, Silk, and
get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
man, I said on the intro, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you talking
about. You gotta stop.
Let him cook, bro.
Trying to think. It'll be between Fiend or C Murder.
C Murder?
Yeah, Fiend or C Murder.
Man, listen, all right, man. I know everybody's music is subjective, and I ain't gonna beat you up for your shit, dog, but you was highly high right now. If you think C Murder and Silk is beating Fiend, Mac,
I just said C Murder or Fiend, so it don't matter either one for me.
Shout out to C Murder, man. I hope you come home soon, man. Y'all niggas, that's crazy, dog.
Hey, see, first of all, I respect him for that Silk the Shocker statement because Silk was like an innovator, bro. The way he rapped, bro, no one like really did that. And then you hear people like
everybody was the innovator we just named, bro.
But if you listen to people like Sauce Walker, bro, they kind of mimic that style now. They're rapping off beat just to get back on hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they mimic that shit now. So it ain't too many people. The thing about it is, bro, that what I like is
ain't too many people mimicking Fiend right now. Big X the plug. That's not a mimic of Fiend.
It's not to me, not at all.
Gee, that motherfucking slow drag, deep voice. he was pioneering that, bro. That wasn't like everybody's rap style back in the day.
Big ass doesn't. Listen, I see now you sound like an out of state, and I respect that. But ain't no way in hell you gonna say that Fiend sound like Big Ass the Plug.
I said an influence.
No way
bro.
in hell. You was better off saying Slim Thug.
It's no way in hell Crosswalker sounds just
Ain't
like
no
to me. I can see he being
Ain't no
influenced,
influence.
but I wouldn't say he sound like
influence.
Silk the Shocker though. I mean, I don't know, bro. That's me.
When Sauce Walker first came out, Sauce Walker first came out, his flow was that's the first thing people said was Silk the Shocker. When you hear
real quick, man.
Yeah, you listen to his first songs, You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna let y'all live, man. If y'all think because his innovation makes him the greatest rapper on No Limit, I'm gonna let y'all live. I'm old school.
The only reason I'm saying this because he was bumping I don't want to know what CDs I was bumping. I don't care
about how many CDs you sold, bro. I just care about how hard your albums was and how hard you flowed on the songs. That's all I give a fuck about. If you impacted the world or not, you might have influenced just one nigga. I don't give a damn. It's all about what you do on the music.
So why you hating on?
Y'all saying that Silk the Shocker is a better rapper than Mac?
No one's saying that. We saying like
this is our opinion. We nobody see you like to pose these bullshit ass questions, bro. Nobody even said that.
You said the top 3 rappers on No Limit, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you not
so that's
mentioning
their
Mac,
opinion.
you saying that whoever you mentioning is better than Mac. What we talking about? It's simple.
Oh my god!
When niggas say the best, the top best,
you a little running back. You hit these little spin moves and shit.
My nigga,
hit these little spin moves and shit.
Oh, wasn't that just the question, bro? Wasn't that just the question?
That was his answer.
And I'm calling that answer crazy. That's all I'm saying. I just got an opinion.
You crazy for not, bro.
Y'all can have an opinion.
Mac only had
fuck with
Mac
you.
had 2 CDs, bro.
The Shocker was the most marketable person in No Limit. What are you talking about?
The most marketable person in No Limit was Silk the Shocker.
Silk the Shocker was deep.
Lost your mind?
Marketable.
You trying to say he was more marketable than Mystical?
Bro, Mystical.
You trying to say Silk the Shocker is more marketable than Mystical?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Woo! Danger. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
All I know. Go ahead though. If you feel like you was the most marketable, bro, go ahead.
Listen, that song with Maya and Silk the Shocker was just as legendary as Silk the Shocker, Master P, and Montel Jordan, Let's Ride. These are the things that, you know what I'm saying, Mystical wasn't a part of. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about songs,
I appreciate you, Shamar.
That's true. That's true. I'm talking about songs that's like he don't. I'm just saying, bro. These are songs that was marketable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Danger was cool as fuck.
Mystical. All he did was marketable songs, dog. Stop playing, bro.
He changed his whole persona when he moved. When he got off of No Limit, he went from the Pop Smoke Crazy Braids to the going back to the bandana, and he changed his whole thing up.
But he was like, still putting out radio hits, though. That's why I don't understand.
I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that.
You're comparing. Listen, Silk the Shocker has like one big song, like you said, the song with Maya. Dope ass song. I love the song. Dope ass. That was like one of the first times they ever put $1 million in a video. You can tell the visual was super dope. I'm with all that. But nigga, that's one motherfucking song, dog. It ain't my fault. What are you talking about, bro? Like. The hits go on and on and on. That Mystical motherfucker was on.
See, you talking about the flow, and I get that. You talking about
you talking about the rappers. You talking about numbers. But you know what? Fuck the numbers. Even Mystical was more marketable, dog.
No, it wasn't.
You could have had. Listen, you could have had a Mystical doll. They could have had a Mystical doll. You can't have no Silk the Shocker doll. He wasn't personable like that. Mystical was way more personable than the fucking guy, bro.
Even though he was a part of the whole No Limit family.
He was a recluse, my nigga. He didn't even do interviews like that back in the day. He didn't like the spotlight. He'll tell you. He didn't even like Mystical. Loved the spotlight. He liked being out there, bro.
But he didn't get it.
Marketable, bro.
He didn't get it. He might have liked the spotlight, but he didn't get it. He got it when he left No Limit. He got it when he changed his hair.
What you mean he left? When, bro? I mean,
Tarantula was not on No Limit. Tarantula was not on No Limit.
What?
You understand that, right? Tarantula wasn't on No Limit. He changed his whole persona when he left No Limit and went back to Priority Records or Job or Job Priority. When he went back to them, he changed his whole persona up. That's when you got Big Truck Driver. That's when you got Danger. That's when you got, you know what I'm saying, all these whole things. Under No Limit, no, brother. Under No Limit, no, he was not the most marketable person under No Limit. You talking about
a Shaka, like I said in the motherfucking beginning, nigga. Stop playing. Super Shaka was that nigga, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about actual marketing.
If Shaka, listen, dog. If Silk the Shaka was the most marketable, how come, dog, Mystical was always in different groups, dog? Like 504 Boys, things of that nature. Like this nigga, dog. They kept him. People love Mystical, bro.
Silk was in 504 Boys.
Even to this, man, listen, dog. Even to this day,
yeah,
bro,
Silk was in 504 Boys.
Even to this day, bro. I just saw Silk and them niggas perform, dog. Even to this day, dog, Mystical tears down the house, my nigga. He's a whole different performer than Silk, bro. He brings a whole different energy. That's way more marketable, bro.
It's just his voice is the James Brown
of not just his voice, it's his movement.
That's it.
He's a performer. Silk goes out there in one spot, bro.
There's nothing else, Kim. There's nothing else.
Like that, bro.
Still, the Shaka was tall. He was Masterpiece brother. He had all the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about?
When he was a recluse, big dog. He didn't come outside like that.
He's swinging for the fences,
nigga.
Mystical.
He was a recluse, my nigga. That nigga didn't come outside, bro. He didn't come outside, dog. Mystical was one of the niggas, dog, that gave credibility to the tank, my nigga.
He was,
Mystical gave credibility to the tank, my nigga. Straight up, bro.
No.
Up here and put Mystical
down. Really give credibility to the tank, my nigga?
Snoop Dogg did.
What the fuck? Mystical was there before Snoop, nigga. What we talking about?
Hey, just like anything
tripping, dog. Y'all niggas is tripping. The tank was already solidified before Snoop. That's why Snoop went down there, because the work them niggas had already put in. The groundwork was already laid, my nigga. Master P gave Snoop his biggest contract at that time. It wasn't the other way around, my nigga. The gig was already laid, so no.
So he didn't get him no credibility by signing no West Coast
artists. Away. Y'all niggas.
Hey, my nigga. Hey, put it like this: when Snoop came to No Limit did this for Snoop. They partied like the Red Sea. They got on their correct end. You know why? Because Big Dog came in town now. It's like LeBron James coming on your team. You're gonna do whatever this guy wants you to do. Why? Because he's LeBron James. That's what labels did for Snoop.
Okay, but guess what?
Guess
what? LeBron ain't got more money than the Cleveland Cavaliers. So yeah, you coming to my team, nigga, but I'm still solidified. I'm able to pay your way. I'm the reason you coming here. I got the money.
Snoop was bigger than Pac. Snoop was bigger than Pac. That's how big Snoop was. Snoop was bigger than Pac. So when Snoop came in and dope, motherfuckers got correct. We're gonna do whatever he want us to do because he's the star. We finally got No Limit never had a list artist until Snoop Dogg.
Thank you, bro. Some kind of credibility.
Fuck.
Y'all niggas have no A-list artist until Snoop Dogg, bro. Stop playing, bro.
What you talking about?
Mystical was an A-list artist. Bro. Y'all niggas, y'all fooling. I mean, listen. Granted, I'm not about to say Mystical was a bigger star than Snoop. All I'm saying is No Limit was already solidified. When Snoop came to the motherfucking thing.
But when Snoop came, he gave him some credibility.
Master P was already the biggest record label when Snoop joined.
He became that.
Playing.
Remember, Snoop was on the Make 'Em Stay On remix. So that means Snoop was a part of the Ghetto Dope Foundation. That's when Master P was climbing the charts. Ice Cream Man didn't do nothing for the country of the United States of America. Are you crazy? Gin and Juice did. The fuck is we talking about?
What are you talking about, though? I don't understand what your argument is. All I'm saying is Snoop did not make No Limit. No Limit was already solidified with Snoop came through.
No Limit.
What are you talking about, bro? No Limit was already the biggest record label in the country when Snoop went down there, nigga. What are you talking about?
Not at 98, 99. Not in 98, 99. No, they was not.
Oh my God.
Kimco, you got to think about it. They was just to come out with Young Bleed. How you do that there? They was just coming out with the Ice Cream Man.
No, bro.
They was just
No,
coming
bro.
out with these things.
When did Snoop go to No Limit, bro? When did Snoop go to No Limit?
What, like
98? 98.
No Limit was already up, bro.
Not
No,
saying
it
that.
was
See,
not
you
up
get.
like-
Hold on. Listen, bro.
Hold
When
on,
did
Trey.
hold
Hold
on?
Let me
When
say
did
this.
No Limit Soldiers come out, bro?
That was 97.
No, they came out
Come
before
out the
that.
song?
No, they came out before that. They came
That's
out
like 95 or something.
Let's look at when the Ice Cream Man dropped. When the Ice Cream Man dropped, it was
That dropped in 95.
Well, that's No Limit Soldiers. That's the beginning right there.
Dog, you tripping, dog. After that, that nigga went on a stupid run. He was flooding the motherfucking man. Come on, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't know what time is y'all looking at, bro. I don't know.
I'm loving everybody's energy tonight too. This shit is hard.
Straight up. Like my man say, don't downplay Mystical
on.
Flow. Them niggas.
Hold on. Back to the mystical shit.
It say No Limit started in #1. Ice Cream Man dropped in 95.
Yeah. I'm not saying No Limit wasn't up or wasn't the hottest shit smoking when Snoop.
That was not the
That's
hottest.
not what I'm saying. Hold up.
96.
I'm saying that gave Master P and the label some credibility by signing a West Coast artist that wasn't a part of the down south clique of New Orleans and shit. Everybody else was in-house. Mia X, Mystical, Fiend, Mac. Everybody was from that area or the city. That gave them some credibility to be like, oh shit, let's snatch Snoop. He's a free agent. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying they weren't popping. They weren't doing their thing. They weren't.
Wasn't.
Bro, you tripping, bro. You
No Limit was,
they
bro.
wasn't doing that thing, dog.
No, respectfully, I'm actually
No Limit was the nigga was a movement, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm looking at the dates. Tupac died in what? 96, 97, right? Tupac died in 96. Biggie died in 97. I'm telling you, during those 2 years right there, 96 and 97, No Limit was not thought of. No Limit didn't get.
You tripping right there.
Bro, but Ice Cream Man came out in 96. But honestly, bro, outside of the down
Bowder was out there.
Outside of the down south culture,
When did True to the Game come out? When did True to the Game come out?
Well,
you talking about the
Ice Cream Man came out.
I ain't worried about Ice Cream Man. I want True to the Game.
Talking about with the 3 skulls on the front.
Yeah, that's a true record. That's a true record.
I don't care who record it is. When that come out? Because that's got No Limit Soldiers on it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That got the original No Limit. So when did that come out? When did that come out? Can somebody give me a year, bro?
February 18, 1997.
Bro, that started it right there, bro. When that nigga had dropped that shit, he had already inked that deal, dog. That nigga went on a factory dropping album. They was the hottest label, bro. And for the reasons you just named, they was the hottest. You know why? Because Tupac and Big were dead. The same way Jay-Z was making the power struggle in the East. There's still a void down south.
I know y'all probably don't
Master P came through, bro.
You know what? You graduated in 1999, so you was a sophomore in high school when this shit dropped out. So you gonna tell me in 1997 you was listening to Master P?
Fuck yeah! True to the Game is one of the biggest albums in St. Louis, bro.
In St. Louis, Missouri. You listening to Master P?
KG, man, even though you was younger, do you remember the impact of True to the Game, dog? Do you remember niggas?
That's why I asked you with CD, because I still remember listening to that shit on my CD player on the back of the bus, my nigga. Like, I was in middle school. Like, my middle school years go with my years. It's weird. In 97, I was in 7th grade. 98. I was in 8th grade, so I remember all of that shit, my nigga.
Come
so
on, bro.
I didn't agree with him when he said
Master P had already laid down the groundwork for other people's CDs. So about time that True came out, because you got to think about it, he had already dropped the True already before that with the little dude with the fist with the blood, all that coming down. So them niggas had already dropped albums before that. So about time he dropped True to the Game, that was the first double CD. And that's when he put the most money behind that bitch. That album was a smash, bro.
But hold up. This is what changed Master P's trajectory right here, man. When Ghetto Dope came out in 97, nigga, No Limit was on.
That came out in 97 too? That's what I'm saying.
That was on Inferno, nigga.
Ghetto Dope came out in 99.
I already looked it up, nigga. I already looked it up. September 97. I already looked it up. I beat you to it, player.
Hey, so KG, so tell me this. What album had Make Him Say on?
Ghetto Dope.
Stop playing, nigga.
But who's on the remix? Who's on the remix?
Bro,
who's on the remix?
It's a rap, bro. It's a rap, my nigga. He was on top. Make Him Say was one of the biggest songs across the country, nigga.
Who was on the remix? Who was on the remix that made it bigger than that?
Nobody.
Man, you crazy. When Snoop got on that remix, y'all tripping.
It was already on top, bro. Already on top. Like my man said, 97 P was definitely on top. My nigga, he was on top. The down south niggas was looking at P like, damn, how this nigga getting this money like that? He putting East Coast niggas on, bro. Stop playing. Master P was on top. They didn't want to give him his credit, but he was making the most money, getting the most off the tour.
I heard that.
All that, bro. He was on top, my nigga. Stop playing, my nigga.
I give you his revenue, but I'm
telling you,
like,
I remember when Snoop signed to the Tank, and we was like, damn.
No Limit was
but the Tank was already big, bro.
See, you keep saying that, but see, No Limit, you keep on saying that. But you keep on saying that, but No Limit was a down south record label. It wasn't until Snoop got on that hoe and made it.
No, bro. Master P already. Master P, bro. Master P crossed over with Make Him Say Master P already crossed over with Make Him Say bro.
Hey, but I told you, Snoop was on the remix. Suge Knight never spoke on No Limit until Snoop left and went to No Limit. You hear me? That like if that was around since 97, 96, no one talked about this.
The impact, dog. He just don't remember the impact, bro.
No one talked
about
this.
Master P was on top, bro.
Why didn't I hear Tupac ever speak on these people if he was on tour with them and shit like that?
He was dead. Pac was dead when Master P made his rise. I just told you one of the reasons why he was able to
Master P said he was on
Pac died. It was a void out there. It was a void, bro.
Master P said he was on tour with Tupac.
Yeah, he was opening up for Pac, bro. Yes, he was on tour opening. Right, nigga. Meaning he the nigga nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? He's paying his dues. He's riding on the bus.
Did he have him on West Coast Bad Boys before he died?
Yeah.
Come on,
Did he
man.
have him on West Coast?
Bro. Master P, like you say, he was paying his dues back then, man. But listen, I just gotta disagree with you on one point. The Tank was already the biggest label when motherfuckers joined, bro.
They were.
Flat. It's flat out, bro. I don't know. It was nobody bigger.
All I was saying is Master P gained some credibility and some for
that was his biggest
Snoop as a free agent. That's all I was saying. And I said No Limit was already popping.
Like he said, he got LeBron James. Facts. He got LeBron. Facts. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I never denied that, but I'm just saying y'all got to give Master P his credibility. We ain't gonna do no slander around here.
No, I've never said that. Yeah, that's Trey.
My nigga tried to say that nigga was nothing. If Master P was nothing, he would have never been able to sign Snoop. Because one thing about it, the Tank was so strong. That's probably the only label that could have went against Death Row. To be honest.
Oh man.
Straight up. Straight up, bro. You had to have some soldiers for that move, and even Snoop got into it with them Death Row niggas after he signed with the motherfuckers. So you had to have some soldiers.
Absolutely. Niggas say you owe Suge an apology.
Hey, that was cool. Let's change it up though. I got something for y'all. This is aimed towards Benny though, right here. You'll see it when I bring it up. All right, if you can't read it or you can't see it, allegedly, I'm not saying Jay-Z said this, but why are we paying T.I.? Who the fuck is he? We got Benny Siegel to do it. Hell, he'll do it for free. Jay-Z talking about Memphis Bleak having paying for a feature for T.I. being around here, which is like his biggest song. So what you think about that? And T.I., it says it down there in a little bitty print. T.I. was only charging 5 racks at the time for a feature. Now, how you think? I got 2 questions. How do you think that song would be with Benny Siegel? Like he said, he'll do it for free. And secondly, what do you think that song would have done with Benny Siegel compared to T.I.?
All right. Well, first of all, just to go with it, do I believe Jay-Z would say some shit like that? Hell yeah. The New York niggas is full of ego for sure. To answer your other questions, do I feel like it would have been better? Hell no. You know, to be honest. Because when I first heard this track, I figured Memphis Bleak was trying to get some down south fans. You know what I'm saying? Because the beat was a little bit, even though I think Just Blaze did the beat, but it still had
a little slow.
Was this who?
I said it was a little slow. That
right, it was a little slow, right? And it was a down south feel. So I thought he made the beat designed to get some down south niggas on that. So I don't think he would have I don't think they would have brought that energy he was looking for to that beat. You know what I'm saying? So man, hell no. And we're talking about iconic verses. T.I. verse on that motherfucker is crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then Trick Daddy verse on that motherfucker is crazy too. You know what I'm saying?
I think T.I. got the best verse on that whole
yeah, for sure. But T.I.
was 24s make them dubs with like 10s down here.
But you know what? Jay-Z, sometimes he don't see the vision. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's been proven. Even with Kanye, it took Dame Dash to be like, nah, nigga, we need to fuck with this dude. You know what I'm saying? For him to start fucking with Kanye. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, sometimes he don't see the vision. You know, but that's why you gotta go with your gut. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad Memphis did that. That's probably, to be honest, that's probably his most notable song. If you was to play a Memphis Bleak song, you know, of his own, I'm just saying, like, that's probably his most notable song, like nationwide.
Now, is that your chick when that his too?
That was his song. Yeah,
he got Jay-Z and Twist on there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay, so I think those two would probably be his most.
Yeah, that probably be his most. Yeah,
them two. Like they're around here, probably gonna pop up first because it was just like that when it came out.
I'm pretty sure it's probably one of his definitely. Yeah, is that your chick? Yeah, that's definitely probably one of his biggest songs too. Facts.
But yeah, man, I don't know how that would sound with Benny Siegel on there, bro.
I mean, Benny could do it, but if Benny was on there, super dope. But if I had to take off one of those guys, I wouldn't want to do that because Trick Daddy showed his ass on that motherfucker too, and Trick Daddy gave it that feel, that down south feel too. You know what I'm saying? So
I still remember that video. Then he was on like house arrest or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. So yeah, he was raw. I think that's what he needed, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was on the I believe that's on the Understanding album, if I'm not mistaken. Understanding album. I think Understanding album, yeah. But matter of fact, I got something I want to put up, man. Since we going back to old songs, man, I got to call people out when they wrong, like I just called out you brothers. But I just want to put this on the screen because, man, sometimes, man, you know, people get it wrong, and sometimes people get it all the way fucked up.
Oh wow! This is definitely
you already see it. I ain't even got it.
Definitely 5.
These motherfuckers gave Adrenaline Rush 3 fucking mics, bro.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That's
the Source. I love the Source, and you know the Source went back and retracted and gave niggas a new score. You know, they did that for my nigga Devin the Dude. They went back and gave the dude 5 mics, which was super dope.
The first
what dude from New York say? Give me a break.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But
pack the source up. Pack the source all the way up.
Pack the source up for this right here, dog. To give Adrenaline Rush is, come on, man.
I still listen to that to this day in its entirety.
Come on. The source, they must have got paid to get this nigga 3 mics because there's no way 4 mics at 4.5 at least, man. I mean, I don't see how you can listen to this body of work, listen to the lyrics, and not fall in love with the album, bro. So yeah, I saw this scroll and I'm like, I gotta bring this up to the fellas. This is some bullshit. Benzino, this is why you crying on Drink Champs looking crazy. Because y'all niggas be getting it wrong from back in the day, man.
Yeah, this crazy. What, 3 mics, nigga?
Come on, bro.
I saw they gave Getty Green at least 4. So I don't know, man.
That's nasty,
bro. Come on, man. Shout out to Twista. Shout out to the legendary Traxter. I think he did the whole album for his production, I believe, on one. But he definitely worked on a lot of tracks on here. Shout out to them guys because they put together something epic. And you know what? I can imagine Twista seeing this in real time. Like, what the fuck? Just think about how pissed off he probably was, dog, back in the day, dog, to get 3 mics on this album. Arguably his best album ever. You know, This probably is his best album.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell
yeah.
This and Kamikaze was super dope too. I think Kamikaze was that's when that nigga was like, fuck that, I'm going for the money. And he had Overnight Celebrity and just he went for it, bro. He went for it, my nigga. And it paid off big. That, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out to Twist, man.
But yeah,
all right, fellas, much love to y'all in Texas. The liquor store closed in the next few minutes, so I gotta get some liquor. Y'all get to drink and party like it ain't shit. That's another thing I'm mad about. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis, y'all sell liquor on Sunday. Texas, we got to do better.
The South, man, you under the Bible Belt, baby.
You know
Memphis like that too. Shouts out to Memphis. They don't sell liquor on the 11th.
For real?
Yeah, and they sell beer to like 3, but they don't sell liquor after 11.
Yeah. We don't get liquor after, after 9:30, and we don't get liquor on Sundays.
Poor y'all.
Oh, but shout out family, man. This shit was fun, man. Hit me up on the next one. Y'all know what it is. From the 314 to the 214. That's how this shit go, nigga. For shit show.
Sir. Shout out Trey, man. Appreciate you joining the motherfucker, man. You already know.
Yeah.
What to do? Hey, my boy Joe tuned in. He say, is that your chick? Is Memphis Bleak biggest song? And yeah, and it probably is, definitely, man. Because I did have Twista and Missy. That was pretty crazy, yo. So yeah, you're probably right on that, Joe. But I think around here is probably right up under that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact, man. Well, shit, we rounded up to that 2-hour mark, man. So shit, bro. Damn, I really ain't got too much, man. We done ran through some shit. I did want to talk about the 2025 XL freshman list, but
man, fuck that list. I got another list. Let's talk about this.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? 1 or 2 more, man. We're gonna get this thing. What we got here?
This is B-Dot from Rap Radar Podcast. Him and Elliot Wilson, but they're not together no more. But this is just his list of the top 10 rappers of 2025 so far. It has a little, I can't even think of the name right now. Asterisk, yeah. So you got Larry June, Wiz Khalifa, 2 Chainz, Bodie James, Central C, Joey Badass, Ransom, Big Shine, Currency, Benny the Butcher. And it says based on skill, song, features, presence, first 6 months of 25.
Well, I'm just going to say this already, bro. The list is kind of fucked up. You ain't got Snoop in there. I mean, Snoop got one of the best albums so far. So Snoop not being in there is definitely crazy. And Snoop is rapping on his album too. You know what I'm saying? He did another Snoop album. He's doing probably one of his best albums ever. So Snoop will definitely be on this list for me. I'm not mad at the names because I fuck with the guys on here.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Don Tripp ain't on there.
You got niggas like Don Tripp and all. Yeah, you do got Don Tripp. I mean,
Westside Gun.
They're pretty good.
Westside Gun got plenty of projects this year, and he would definitely be a fit on there.
Who's that?
Westside Gun. He dropped more than Benny has, or I think I'm right. Yeah, I think he dropped more than Benny has this year. So I don't know what's up with that.
I would probably as far as presence, I'll put Joey Badass up a little bit more towards the top. You know what I'm saying? He was just going viral. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. I don't know if Wiz really went as viral as Joey Badass so far this year. I think, Badass was the top of the conversation.
Wiz did his thing on that and the Russell feature.
Right.
And then with the Fish and Orange Juice too. I ain't gonna lie, that was a great album, but I personally, I never heard. I think I heard of Central C, but just not of his work like that. So
yeah, he's from like UK or something. I think he's from UK or something like that.
Okay, I definitely would have put Westside Gun at the number 5 spot, and Currency can stay on there. Big Sean, I don't think he even dropped an album this year. I just think that's from the Ed Bull Cypher. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know he had a couple songs. He got that song with Gunna that I like, but I believe that dropped last year. So some of this shit, I just like, what is he listening to this year that made him make this list? You know what I mean?
Like I say, if Snoop ain't on there, at least Snoop should at least secure the 10 spot because
man,
I think he got one of the best bodies of work so far. And he dropped.
What? Hold on. What? Say that again.
I say he has one of the best bodies of work so far.
Okay, cool.
I just, I never disagreed with that. I said that in the beginning, but I just never said that it was going to be the best album of the year. I just didn't stamp it because this Clips album coming out, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, that's one
Clips album coming out, bro.
That's
it ain't
one album.
No time for this Clips album.
I don't think I've done this. I think I did it with Step Brothers 3. But I've only bought one album that I purchased out hearing because I knew it was going to be good.
Yeah.
And this is one of them that I might just go ahead and do.
That Clips album?
Yeah. They got a whole little bundle. I believe I said it the last time, but they got a whole bundle, shirt, CD, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it doesn't ship out until July 11th when it comes out. But I want to wear it for the tour. You know what I'm saying? When they come. I don't know if I said it, but I got my ticket too.
Okay, bet that, bro. Damn right, bro.
But I ain't want to stray away from the list, but yeah, I would have Central C. I took off a West Side. Definitely would have put Snoop on there, and I don't know where Big Sean fits in all this. Like I don't really. Does he have a big song or something that he dropped like recently? Am I missing something? Like
I probably would even. To be honest, bro, just off the noise the Clips been making over the last month, I would have had the Clips on there. They've been making a lot of noise, especially over Big Sean, especially with them dropping the So Be It track. They got more noise than Big Sean to me, bro. I would have the Clips on there. I mean, if you talking about the best rappers so far, well, I don't know. When you say best rappers, okay. That might,
you know who else ought to throw in there, man?
Take away Impact. But shit, Big X the Plug. I mean, shit, them niggas ain't working. What the fuck?
Well, they dropped a lot of them dropped last year. I remember a lot of them dropped the end of last year. So when he said the first 6 months, I can see the Dave Jones. I can see the Wiz.
Key Glock is definitely bigger than Big.
I can see some of these people, but like some of these people just didn't drop this year unless they like a song just was.
Well, I know Bodie been working.
Bodie been working, so I'm not mad at him. Currency stay working. I ain't mad at him. But the Benny the Butcher,
Currency stay working.
I think Westside dropped way more than him this year already. So I don't know, man. But it was just a good list to politic about. But Snoop definitely needs to be on there. Westside definitely needs to be on there.
Yeah, I put Snoop and Clips on there, man. I mean, I'm not too familiar with Central C, but I do know Central C is a prominent rapper. I mean, he's popular. I'm just not really here. I heard a song with him and Lil Durk before.
Okay.
Yeah, but but that's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's his opinion. I'm pretty sure he's heard of Snoop Dogg, so I'm pretty sure he might have checked out that album. But it's not. But one thing about it, Snoop did drop the album, but it make a big imprint. I don't know. He did just drop a video with Hakeem Ali. Check that out. I ain't seen it yet, but at least Snoop did a good body of work, man.
All right, now what you think about this?
All right, bet. Yeah, I saw that interview. That was with Shannon Sharpe, where he, where this excerpt came from. I saw the full. I watched the full interview, but I did see this part too. I'm pretty sure it's gonna ruffle some feathers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? When you talking about doing business with people, probably those people he's doing business with are prominent people. You know what I'm saying? And shit, hey, niggas be having them side pieces. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be kind of tough to just do business with niggas who don't cheat on their wives. There's probably a lot of business people who do. But I do understand what he means by that. But I think it goes deeper than that. I think there is people with open relationships. So I just think, what he's saying is, are you trustworthy? If you're not honest with the person that's the closest to you, how you supposed to be honest with me? You know what I'm saying? So I understand what he's saying, but there are people who don't have to be like, case in point, I bring in T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? Him and his wife go to the strip club together. Sometimes they might bring something home. You know what I mean? So I can still do business with that man because he's still honest with his wife. He's not doing, he's not creeping or whatever. So I get what he's saying, but there is exceptions to that rule though. But yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And, to be honest, even when you get certain positions, certain jobs, like the presidency, you know what I'm saying? Usually a president is not a single man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a wife, that means that you're stability. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand what he's saying, especially in that business realm. But all I'm saying is, hey, it might be tough to I'm pretty sure he done did business with some niggas that might not have been faithful, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real.
He probably learned his lesson. That's why he probably said what he said.
Yeah, facts. I feel what he's saying though, because I mean, you do want to be able to do business with the most honest person you can, for sure. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that ruffles some feathers, and Shannon Sharpe is a big platform, so pretty sure some people he could have did some business with probably heard that. You know what I'm saying? People might be like, damn, what make you so high and mighty? You know what I'm saying? You know how people do. But shout out to David Banner, man. I mean, he's one of the last people that really do stand on principles. And that's a great interview, too. If you're all just looking for something to watch.
I'm going to watch that when I get back. I ain't watched that yet.
I need to check that out, man. Shannon Sharpe. Even though he might not be on First Take right now, he's still doing his thing with the content. So
this is the last. I'm gonna save my other little piece.
Man, I definitely got to get out. What you got for me, bro?
This was dope. Hold on. Hopefully my internet let me be good. You don't see too many of these. Too many female producers. I thought that little instrumental was dope as a motherfucker. So I'm just like,
oh yeah, she was cooking with that one. Hip hop track, man. I like to see people with those MPCs, man, doing their thing, man. That's a fact. Straight up.
So where's the female producers at, man? Where's the Sheila E's at, man?
They all over the place, man. They all over the place, bro. I be watching. I used to watch the used to have those beat battles, beat wars. You know, I used to have it hosted in Canada every year. You know what I'm saying? All type of producers. See, all type of women producers, man. You know, kicking ass. One of them even got signed to the one girl out of there got signed to like The Rock and shit, like somebody like that, as far as doing beats and shit like that. So yeah, you know, they're out there, but you know, and listen, with more, listen, all it's gonna take, to be honest, women do got the ear of the hip hop right now. So all it's gonna take is just get a woman producer to make a smash hit with somebody like a Cardi B. Let her get that motherfucking, that, you know what I'm saying, that look. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. They're just waiting for one to drop a motherfucking hit, a #1 Billboard song, and that's it. The floodgates gonna open. That's a fact.
They don't really hear too many of that, man. Too many female producer tags.
Yeah, man. I can't think of old girl name who won that beat battle, man, but she went on to produce some dope ass songs for people, bro. I can't think of her name though. But next episode, y'all, I'm gonna dig up on that, man, to find old girl name, man, straight up. But I believe like people like Hit Boy, they won that competition too, man. Like it was some cats that got that, you know, that won that competition that went on to be some big producers. But y'all, but listen, man, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I gotta do some things, y'all. But once again, another dope episode. Spit your gang, talk your shit. Shout out to Tremont Nunya. My man really was chiming in, really engaging with the conversation. I appreciate it.
My nigga Trey, he be watching our shit at work.
You know what I'm saying? Trey, definitely, man. And I appreciate you agreeing with me that Master P was definitely on top of 97, because I don't know what the fuck that nigga was talking about. But yeah, on that note, man, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Go to Spit Your Game, Spit Your Game, SPITYOGAME 314 on your YouTube channel, y'all. We're everywhere. New content weekly. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Break bread, not hearts, man. It's your boy Vinny Vito.
Yes, sir. Chef KG. Yes.
Peace.